Okay, quick video to follow you guys up where I'm at. I've been coating, or I've been reapplying the spot filler in these areas. You can see where I've sanded some of these areas down, smoothed them up. I wanted you guys to get kind of a look at it to see what it looks like when you work on this stuff. It'll get splotchy, that's okay. Your main thing that's going to help you out on smoothing this is your fingers. Just feel that out. Now you can see where I've reapplied it to smooth some of them areas out. Now in the smooth areas, that's where you want it nice and smooth, because that's where the beauty of the paint's going to really show up. You can see how on the front here it's flattened out and all. Now I've been using a detail sander right here, sometimes called a mouse sander. It has this weird setup on the bottom, but it's Velcro, and I like that because you can go, you can switch out the sandpaper real quick. Now 220 is about the highest I've found for that so far, and it works real good. The thing is, I go over the area with the sander, and then I come back with this, and it smooths it out. It makes it a lot smoother. And that's what I've done on these areas right here, is I smoothed it out with this block sander. These block sanders are neat. You just slap them right there and it gets a lot of the crud out. Yeah, I go through a bunch of sandpaper with this detail sander, but it works really good for me. Now, where to catch up at is this is the second coating of the spot putty. I haven't been able to work on it much. I got a new job and I work longer hours. Today's my day off, so I'm going to catch up on this thing. What I'm going to do today, smooth this up and then reshoot it with the primer sealer. Recoat it. Because you can see in a lot of areas where I've been sanding, the aluminum's popping back up. You can see on them edges right there. That's okay. I'm going to seal it with the primer sealer right there. I did do one trick where I bolted, you can see the little bolt, I bolted the halves together to sand the top part, and it worked out real well. I want all I want them edges to match, and it worked out real well. But using your fingers, this area I didn't want to do much work with, because I don't want to mess with them numbers right there. And you can see on this side, leaving numbers be. It's whatever I can get around. But smoothing that up and getting it ready for the paint. Now the next phase, like I said, after I get this smoothed up, I'll shoot the primer sealer on it. I'm going to let that dry, and the next day or two I'm going to flip these over and I'm going to paint this the edge and a little bit into them open gap areas with the John Deere green. And then I'm going to put some blocks down right there and right there to support this body half up off of them the sawhorses, and then start my paint. And what I'm going to do on my painting is I'm going to hit the edges first, go through some of these tougher areas first, and then start working my way around. It's going to be a tough job on the paint, but I believe I can do it. And the thing is not to go too much. If you go too light, it gets kind of a primer coat. It gets real sandy looking. It gets real rough looking. But I'm going to work on smoothing this up today and then reprimer it, and then that'll be the other stuff that I'm going to do. So I'll get these videos posted so you guys can see what's going on. Later.